Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to shout out at Cheryl's Renee. At Cheryl sent me an advised TV show this story on Twitter, and it's a really good story. I've been following up with this, so thank you for sending me an update on the story. So this story is coming from messy ass Missouri. Once again, Missouri's on that messy ass shit. So what's going on now in Missouri is that you have a man named Michael Anderson, and basically Michael Anderson was sentenced to 13 years back in 1999, but because of some type of clerical error, he never went to jail. And since then, he's been an outstanding citizen, doing the right thing, taking care of his kids. He's married. He's never gotten into trouble. So after being out for the past 13 years, they realized their clerical error, and then they decided to rearrest him and throw him back in jail. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip right now, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
So last summer, when the Missouri State Prison System went to release Mike Anderson, that's when they realized their mistake. They sent him then to the maximum security prison to finally serve out his 13 years. This is where Mike Anderson lives now, 22 hours a day in a cell.
It's like my life is wasting away.
Anderson admits that on a summer night in 1999, he and a buddy were drinking and robbed a Burger King employee making a night deposit using what looked like a gun. Anderson was sentenced to 13 years, but then was released on bond while he appealed. On his last appeal, he listed his home address, but in court, the prosecutor said something else.
That's when the prosecuting attorney hopped up and said, no, my office checked. Mr. Anderson's currently incarcerated with the Department of Corrections.
The prosecutor thought you were already in jail.
Yes.
And you weren't.
And I wasn't, no.
Now he faced a choice. He says his lawyer told him that the state would realize the error eventually. Did you think about turning yourself in?
The thought crossed my mind, but once someone tells you, it's not your job to turn yourself in, it's their job, to come and get you, it's like, hey, well, I'm going to enjoy every moment that I can.
Did you wake up every day thinking this might be the day?
For the first couple of years, yes. Yes, I did. When I'm in the shower, I hear a noise outside, somebody closing the door, I'm thinking it's them at the door every single day.
So why not turn yourself in to avoid that?
This isn't me. Prison is not me. I couldn't do it.
Anderson says he was determined to prove he never belonged in jail. He became a master carpenter, started a contracting business.
I became a man. I grew into the man that I was supposed to be.
He built a family with his wife, Laquana, loved helping the kids with their spelling homework.
I make them spell every word 5 times and then use it in a sentence, at home. And they're like, we don't even do this at school. I say, I don't care. You're going to do it here.
Anderson says he rehabilitated himself, but the state still thinks he owes them 13 years.
This is a highly unusual case.
Michael Wolf is a former Missouri Supreme Court justice.
The state still takes the position, look, we have a judgment. We're entitled to have this guy serve a sentence. How long a sentence? That's the question.
The Missouri Attorney General's office wrote in court filings that Mike Anderson, quote, took advantage of a situation he could have easily corrected. Why should you not have to serve out 13 years?
I shouldn't have to serve it out now because I feel the last 14 years of my life speak for itself. It shows that I'm not that person who they said it was. I wouldn't have turned out to be the man that I am now.
He misses his kids.
I worry about them every day, yes.
I see sadness in your eyes.
I'm trying not to show it, so.
What's behind that?
My kids, the love for my family. But
he has faith that he will go home.
Every day that I wake up, every time my name is called, every time the door opens, I'm believing that it's my day.
On Monday, a court is set to hear Anderson's case in Missouri. In court filings, the Missouri Attorney General actually suggested legal paths that could lead to freedom for Anderson. The Attorney General told us in a statement his goal was to suggest a way for the court to balance 3 things: the seriousness of the crime, the clerical error made, and Anderson's conduct in all these years since that crime.
It's a fascinating dilemma. I'm sure there are going to be people weighing in with strong opinions on both sides of this issue. Let's find out about that. Kate, thank you. Carson's over in the Orange Room with more on this. Carson?
Yeah, we want to let people weigh in right now and let you know that we have our survey up at today.com on should Mike Anderson still serve his sentence, and you can vote yes, he should have to serve the time that he was sentenced to, or no, he's been rehabilitated, he's rehabilitated his life and should not have to serve. So weigh in at today.com.
Okay, so you guys just watched that news clip. So Michael has been sitting in jail for the past 9 months, and as of yesterday, Judge Terry Lynn Brown granted him his freedom. He said that for the past 13 years, Michael self-rehabilitated himself. He's done the right thing. He hasn't gotten into any trouble, so they let him go free and clear. He does not have to do the 13 years. And I, for one, I'm so happy for him. A lot of folks are mixed. You know, a lot of folks are saying, oh, he only got off because he's black. And black people are going to get mad and they're going to riot the streets. And I think it's a lot more to it than him just being black. The point is, this man stayed out of trouble. And this story to me just proves how we can make mistakes when we're younger and as kids, and we can come back from that. You know, none of us are innocent. We all did our dirt, myself included. We all did stupid stuff back in damn 1999, back when we was in high school and everything else. But you grow and you learn from that, and you just try and figure yourself out. You know, when you're young and you're a teenager and you're impressionable, you're gonna make mistakes. But the point is to not repeat the mistakes. And he was able to not repeat those mistakes. And, you know, God bless him for not doing that, you know. And maybe he didn't repeat it because he was scared he was going to go back to prison. You know, maybe he was scared because he had that time hanging over his head. But for whatever reason, he decided to do the right thing. He got married. He's a father of 4. He's there for his children. He's doing the right thing. You know, why break up a black family? Why break up this family to make him go serve this 13 years? He's proven to do the right thing on his own. You know, I just find the whole thing ironic that the system actually worked by not working. You know, and it's sad because a lot of people end up going to prison for 10, 15 years, and really, they just need rehabilitation. You know, I feel like folks should do time, especially, you know, if you do something heinous, then yes, you should do time. But I feel like there's so many people in prison right now just feeding the prison industrial complex that shouldn't be there. You know, if they were to make this man go to jail for the next 13 years, it would have been just simply to make money off of him, nothing more, nothing less. So I'm glad that the judge really looked over this case, and I'm glad that the judge went with her heart and she let him get off. And I feel like being that he's doing the right thing and he hasn't gotten into any trouble, hopefully he'll continue to do the right thing and not get into any trouble. You know, go ahead and let him go out. Go ahead and let him off. You know, I feel like a lot of these folks who are sitting in jail for weed offenses and drug offenses, I feel like a lot of them should be let out. You know, give them a chance to rehabilitate themselves. Give them a chance to, you know, to have a second chance at life. You know, we all make mistakes as kids. We all make mistakes as young people. But I think as you get older and you realize the error of your ways, I think you should be given a second chance. You know, so I'm just glad that this man was able to get out, and I'm glad that he was able to stay on track and do the right thing. And I hope that this positive story encourages more guys to do the right thing. You know, before you go out and go pull that robbery, before you go out and go jack somebody, realize that there is serious time behind everything that you do, and you can be looking at 13 years of your life in prison. So people need to make better decisions, learn from his mistakes, and don't repeat them. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire messy story that's coming out of messy ass Missouri. All right, deuces.